Right now, James Dolan is taking care of something in Vegas. When that is done being built, James Dolan's plan is to sell the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers. The only reason why he hasn't is because he's putting a lot of money and he's investing a lot of time and money into this project he's doing in Vegas. When it is done, which supposedly is supposed to be done at the end of this year, beginning of 2024, I believe we're going to hear a lot of stories coming out, not only in the New York Times, in the Daily News, Newsday, that James Dolan is going to be looking for buyers for the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers. He will never sell Madison Square Garden. No. He's making a lot of money over there. He will negotiate a deal with whoever buys those teams and those organizations from him where he can get a percentage of whatever those games bring in when it comes to fans and food and whatever. I believe James Dolan is planning to sell these two teams. Him coming out and saying that he doesn't like owning sports teams only tells you that he doesn't want to do it anymore. He wants the money. He's going to make between $11 and $12 billion off the sale. His father bought the Knicks and bought the Rangers for $15-20 million altogether. And now he's going to sell all those teams for about $11 billion. Why would he want to keep the Rangers and the Knicks? They don't win anything. That's not going to sell to any of the fans. And I think the fans will be very, very happy if he sells the New York Knicks and the New York Rangers. I think Steve Cohen would be interested in buying the Knicks or the Rangers. I could see him doing that. He is the richest owner in professional baseball. He spits out money. What he does when it comes to Wall Street, I could see a lot of owners and ownerships interested in buying the Knicks. The Knicks right now, they sell out every single game, no matter how bad they are. The Knicks have won more than 50 games, probably one time in 25 years.
They've won 2 playoff series in my lifetime.
They don't win. A lot of people think that if they buy this organization and they build it the right way and they take it from him, they could find a way to bring in championships and win championships in Madison Square Garden in the Big Apple. A lot of people say that it's the mecca of basketball. Over the last 30, 40, even 50 years, it hasn't been the mecca of basketball, and that's been a huge problem. I don't blame James Dolan for everything because the guy opens up his pockets. The problem with him is he opens up his mouth too, and that has scared players away. A lot of players don't want to play for him. What he did to Charles Oakley and some ex-New York Knicks players that have worked with James Dolan over the years have had problems with him on and off the court. Now, if James Dolan does decide to sell either the Knicks or the Rangers or both of them, the questions will be, how is it going to work if he still owns MSG? That is going to be something that a lot of these owners are going to ask him. How are we going to separate the concerts and the money that the Knicks and the Rangers are going to bring in, not only through endorsements, but other ways when it comes to packing out the stadiums, bringing in the fans and the food deals that they have over there at Madison Square Garden? I think if you are a New York Knicks fan and a Ranger fan, you think about the story that he is not looking to sell these teams. The only reason why he is doing that is to boost up the price on what he is going to sell these teams at. I think he's going to get more than $7 billion for the Knicks. Yeah. I could see $8 or $9 billion coming out from the New York Knicks, and I could see with the Rangers getting Peter Laviolette, if they start to win with Peter and they put up good seasons in the next 2 years, I can absolutely see him selling the Rangers for $5 to $6 billion. He can make maybe even $15 billion off of these two teams. Yeah. So I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, he's not thinking about selling these teams. He is. He doesn't want to own a team anymore. He doesn't want to deal with it. He would like to keep the money in his pocket and his family. As long as he owns MSG, he's always going to bring in money and cash with all the deals that he has, not only with professional sports organizations, but also all the concerts that he is going to bring, including his own. So,
right. And whatever he builds in Vegas, too. It's probably going to be something entertainment-wise, too.
Yeah, he's doing that right now, and that's why I don't think he's even concentrating on selling the Knicks or the Rangers. But I believe Hal Steinbrenner will sell the Yankees. In the next 20 years, the Yankees will be sold. There's no way the Steinbrenner family is going to keep the New York Yankees, as well as the Wilpons. When the Wilpons came out years and years ago saying there's no way in hell, no matter how bad they are or how in debt they are, they're going to sell the Mets. And what happens 3 or 4 years later? They sell them to Uncle Stevie.
And they end up in debt in their own way, too. Thank you, Bernie Madoff.
And just like they said that they're not going to sell SNY, I believe that in the next couple of years, they'll sell SNY to Uncle Stevie as well. Just trying to put up the price and try to get as much as they can for it. And that's what a lot of these business deals turn out to be. So if you're a Knicks fan or a Ranger fan, you're probably going to be doing dances when that happens.